Here we'll do a quick review for binomial expansion on the general term of expansion. Let's take a look at the question. By considering the general term in the binomial expansion of this expression, find the term independent of x in the expansion. So there are two parts to this question. Let's tackle the first part, general term in the expansion of this. So how do you find the general term? If you look at the formula list for your O-level paper, normally found on the first page, in the formula list there will be this binomial expansion, where a is actually your x, and b here will be your negative 1 over 2x squared, and n will be your 15. So the general term is actually this term here. If you want to do a full expansion, these are all the terms that you can have. But the general term, normally we make use of this. So you just sub accordingly what you have, your a, your b, and your n into this. So the general term, we generally call it also tr plus 1. So if you sub in all the necessary details accordingly, this is your n, this is your a, and this is your b, you should get this general term. And what you do next is actually you will have to split up this. What you want to do is to combine all the x terms together. So if you have x and if you have x here, you need to make them such that you can combine them together. So what you do is you split this expression into negative half and x power negative 2. Okay, x squared at the denominator is x power negative 2. Important to note that this negative sign, give it to the coefficient. Okay, give it to this half, so you have negative half. Don't have the negative at the x part. So once you have split out this, you'll notice that this x and this x here, later you'll be able to combine them together. So what you do is you bring this negative half power r, shift it to the front, and then this x power negative 2r is actually x power negative 2r. And when the base is the same, you multiply the power you can add together. So what you have is 15 minus r plus negative 2r, which you get here, 15 minus r minus 2r. And if you simplify, you get x power 15 minus 3r. So with this general term, you can now try to find the term independent of x in the expansion. So for the term independent of x, it actually means the constant term or the x power 0 term. So x power 0 term is actually where 15 minus 3r equals to 0. You want to know what is the r that will give you x power 0, which is the constant term or the term independent of x. So x power 15 minus 3r is equals to x power 0. What is the r? So when the base is the same, the power by comparison will be equals. You can find that r equals to 5. So when r equals to 5, it will give you the term independent of x. So what you do is you sub r into the general term, okay, this formula here. If you sub in r, you should get this expression. And all you need to do now is just simplify it. So this is 15 choose 5. Calculator, you can press NCR. So 15 choose 5, 15C5. Here you can press your calculator to simplify. And 15 minus 3 times 5 here actually will just give you 0. X power 0 is 1. So after simplifying this, you should get this. This is the constant term or the term independent of x.